Anthony Joshua's career is at a crossroads following his shock defeat against Andy Ruiz in June, and he faces the dangerous prospect of an immediate rematch in Saudi Arabia.
On December the 7th in Dillia, we do it all again. You will witness an event that will go down in history.
Ruiz put Joshua on the canvas 4 times in that fight before it was stopped in the 7th round at Madison Square Garden, leaving many boxing pundits to wonder if the former Olympic champion will ever be the same again.
Andy Ruiz is the heavyweight champion.
Can 30-year-old Ruiz, who is again the underdog, pull another upset and convince people that his first victory was no fluke?
I really believe Andy's going to go in there and do it again.
Can Joshua, also 30, turn the tables and regain the belts the way his British countryman Lewis did in 2001 in his immediate rematch with Rahman?
There's no fear in my heart, no fear in my eyes, no fear in my mind.
Press subscribe to Boxing Extra and take a look at pre-fight story Joshua vs Ruiz 2. A powerful knockout artist, Anthony Joshua helped revitalize the heavyweight division.
Any athlete in sport, you know, they've got to have something a little bit special about them. Anthony's definitely got that special thing about him.
Although he started his boxing career somewhat late, he quickly ascended up the amateur ranks and ended up winning an Olympic gold medal at super heavyweight.
It was just as important as winning the Olympics because everyone's here to support and everyone's proud that we got the victory.
Having conquered the highest level of amateur boxing, Anthony Joshua turned pro in 2013.
You're going to see this kid be a real star in the future.
In his very first contest on October 5th, 2013, he showed off his devastating power with a first-round knockout win against Emanuele Leo.
There's only one pro debut and we ended it in spectacular fashion.
I think we've got a real chance of a role model and ambassador in the sport of boxing, someone that young people can look up to.
It's boxing, 1-2, body shots, head shots. You know, boxing ain't complicated. You got 2 arms and you got to find a route to knock them out, and that's what I've done with a left hook and right.
He's in no hurry.
He continued to pick up knockouts and TKOs on his way to a WBC International Heavyweight title fight against Denis Bakhtov at the O2 Arena in London.
My job is to come in here and put on a good fight for everyone that comes out to support.
After another 4 finishes, he picked up another belt when he defeated Gary Cornish by first round TKO and won the vacant Commonwealth heavyweight title.
Commonwealth, the British title, the European, the world title potentially, and these are all dreams that I had, so one by one I'm just slowly fulfilling that prophecy I made in 2013.
His next fight was for the vacant British heavyweight title against Dillian Whyte.
All I gotta do is go to camp, prepare myself right, and listen to what my coach say, work on things, and come back here and knock him out. That's all, I don't fear no man.
Whyte tagged Joshua with a hard shot in the second round, but the champion showed that he could take a punch by hanging in there and fighting back, eventually knocking Whyte out in round 7.
Dillian was a perfect fight for this stage. You know, there's no rush. And I'm going to keep on building and building and building until I make my mark in this heavyweight division.
Keep him busy, keep him learning, and just enjoy the ride.
With that win, he had earned his first shot at a world heavyweight title, in this case the IBF belt held by Charles Martin.
I see him unifying the division in years to come.
The fight took place at his usual stomping grounds, the O2 Arena, and he picked up a second round knockout to the delight of his many fans in attendance.
This is what we want to see, so I need to improve if I'm going to maintain and keep on pushing at a higher level.
He would go on to defend his IBF heavyweight title 2 times and then produce the performance of his career to add the WBA world heavyweight title at Wembley Stadium in front of 90,000 fans.
When I will win this fight, I will help you to come back.
Vladimir Klitschko, he is one driven individual, but this is one hell of a tough fight for Anthony Joshua.
Joshua recovered for being knocked down for the first time in his career by earning a TKO of the Ukrainian legend in the 11th round.
19-0, 3.5 years in the game. I'm not perfect, but I'm trying.
On March 31st, 2018, Anthony Joshua won a wide unanimous decision over Joseph Parker at the Principality Stadium in Cardiff to add the WBO heavyweight title to his WBA and IBF crowns.
I am the unified heavyweight champion of the world.
In September 2018, Anthony Joshua delivered the 7th round knockout victory over Russian Aleksandar Jablanovic.
I realized he was strong to the head, but I know that he was weak to the body.
June the 1st, I'll be traveling to MSG, abbreviated for Madison Square Garden.
Anthony, don't underestimate this little fat boy. I'm coming for you.
In one of the most stunning upsets in heavyweight boxing history, Joshua lost his hard-earned world titles to the man who took the fight at just 5 weeks' notice, having replaced Jarrell Miller after his failed drugs tests.
Andy Ruiz is the heavyweight champion.
Ruiz had an amazing amateur career with 105-5 boxing record, winning 2 gold medals in the Mexican Junior Olympics.
Everyone underestimated me because I was this little kid, chubby little kid, and everybody's like, man, where does he have all this energy from?
A 19-year-old Ruiz made his professional debut on March 28, 2009.
He's a quick-fisted guy. He knows how to fight on the inside. He's a Mexican-style heavyweight.
He wasted no time in settling into the professional scene. The Destroyer racked up an impressive record of early finishes, fighting in Mexico and as well in casinos north of the border.
He's got the skills, he's got the talent. If he can do it at 60%, imagine what he could be at 95%.
On December 20th, 2014, Ruiz beat former WBO heavyweight champion Sergey Liakovic by 10-round distance.
Andy Ruiz is absolutely a terrific fighter.
Ruiz's form earned him a shot at the vacant WBO heavyweight title in 2016 against also undefeated Joseph Parker from New Zealand.
December 10th, there's going to be a lot of fireworks and happy to be here.
The fight was a close one, but Ruiz lost the match to his opponent Joseph Parker through a majority decision.
I think I got the win, or at least that was a draw, but...
Ruiz didn't compete in 2017, but got back in the ring in 2018 for fairly low-key bouts against Devin Vargas, Kevin Johnson and Alexander Dimitrenko.
On December the 7th in Dilia, we do it all again. You will witness an event that will go down in history.
Joshua was widely considered the #1 heavyweight in the world when he first faced Ruiz.
He was just lucky. It was just that it was the perfect punch that anyone could ask for, do you know what I mean?
But given what happened in June and how definitively Ruiz won, many have questioned Joshua's chin and whether he will be able to mentally handle the pressure of the rematch.
I have to take my loss like a man. No blaming anyone, no blaming anything.
Andy Ruiz weighed a whopping 283 pounds and Friday's weighing in, having piled on 15 pounds since he won the title from Joshua in June.
It sounds to me there's a bit of easy living gone in there because that's a hell of a lot of weight to put on.
But despite Ruiz's physique, he's a very good fighter.
Andy has had a great camp once again. He's mentally and physically prepared.
He has stamina, 2 of the quickest hands in the division, and underrated power.
But I don't think you're going to see a better or worse Andy Ruiz. He's a good fighter, very good fighter. You're just going to see a different Anthony Joshua.
The 6'6" Joshua weighed in at 237 pounds on Friday, the lightest he has been since he weighed 236 pounds for his 9th professional fight in October 2014.
The whole team's confident. It's a totally different mood going into this fight than it was back in New York, and I think he's going to see the real Anthony Joshua on the 7th.
Can 30-year-old Ruiz, who is again the underdog, pull another upset and convince people that his first victory was no fluke?
I think the important thing is to make to remain and make history December 7th here in Saudi Arabia.
Andrew Ruiz wins that fight hands down.
I really believe Andy's going to go in there and do it again.
Can Joshua, also 30, turn the tables and regain the belts the way his British countryman Lewis did in 2001 in his immediate rematch with Rahman?
There's no fear in my heart, no fear in my eyes, no fear in my mind. I'm just really looking forward to putting on a show, and I'm confident.
If you're going to be champion one time, but to be champion 2 times, that you have to make some adjustments. This time, Joshua will make adjustments. It's 50-50.
I don't like to predict anything. May the best man win.